So good morning guys, Sunday morning, and the obligatory run to the Super Sausage Cab to catch up with Chris Gale, Ellie and all the crew down there. And as usual, out on Ninny, and I've been told there's a couple of bikers that are going to go to meet me this morning, so see who's up there this morning. A lot of things happening at the garage this week. Obviously, if you haven't seen the Aura ride, absolutely blown away by that new Lex Moto scooter that we've got in. Really comfortable ride, and put a couple of vlogs up of that one. So if you happen to be into your Lex Moto bikes, your little 125s, that's something worth looking at. Now on the big bike scene, I have just had 4 new bikes, well 4 second-hand bikes should we say, came into the garage. And oh my days, I have had some amazing rides this week. Triumph 675 Daytona came in, black and gold one. It's got an arrow can under the tail. That is such a hot bike. It is absolutely lovely. Took that out, gave it a quick first ride. 600 GSXR 600F full Movistar. There is a little video of that the day it came into us, and I took that out and gave it a ride. That's now been fully prepped, cleaned, and is ready to go. And oh my days, what a bike that is. And also we've got the red Daytona in, so we've got another red Daytona in, and that one's slightly bigger. I think that one's a 995 Daytona. That's come in as well. And yesterday, and obviously I am a big fan of UncleRed and his Kawasaki VN 650 Vulcan. We had a VN 800 come in. It's an old one, it's an R-Reg, and we purchased it as off the customer as a second-hand bike. Took that out, and the riding on that absolutely beautiful cruiser bike as an older bike, and very low mileage on that bike for a cruiser. And I was seriously interested in that, and I was like, I like this bike, I really do like this bike. So that one's going to be up for sale once we've done a restore and a prep on that, and get all the chrome back up to standard. It's got saddlebags with it as well, the leather studded saddlebags. That's going to be coming up on the Eclipse Motorcycles page as well, so get yourself over, have a look at some of those bikes. They are going up on the website, so eclipsemotorcyclesmk.co.uk, or obviously give the guys at the garage a call, including myself on the sales team, 01908 643 603 if you're interested in any big bikes. And then the other one I've got in, I've got an MP3 in, so Piaggio MP3, the three-wheeler one. Bit of a different ride, but that's on my blogs as well. That one absolutely great if you've got a car license and you don't want to do a CBT and you just want something to go backwards and forwards to work. 400cc on that one. So some nice bikes coming into Eclipse at the moment. Obviously we've just started to get the deliveries of the Lex Motos in now, so loads of scooters going out, loads of bikes going out. We've got Michigans on the way, ZSPs, Iskas, Assaults. I've got a lot of bikes coming in, 52 bikes coming in over the next 3 weeks. And my favourite love at the moment as well is those electric scooters and the electric bikes. I took the Cypher out, absolutely blown away by the Cypher. It only does 30 mile an hour, 40 mile range on it, but something to chuck on the back of your camper van, all good. And then we've got the free scooters as well. We've got the Impulse, the Yadia, and the other one, and they're all 30 mile an hour as well, same thing, 40 mile range, but little electric scooter, first time rider, backwards and forwards to work or backwards and forwards to college, and charge it up every night, brilliant. And obviously this thing's not had a run for about a week, and what a pain in the backside she is to fire up first thing in the mornings, and she has a habit of evaporating her fuel, so when you pull up with a hot engine you evaporate your fuel, you empty your float bowls, and it takes me about 4 minutes to crank the fuel through. And that's just one of the problems with this bloody Kawasaki. It's 25 mile to the gallon. I've got oversized jets on it, I've got Micron debaffled can on it, 25 to the gallon, but she's worth it when you want to do this and just bang a bit of power on. So But obviously this thing does give you armache wrist ache after about 20 miles. Obviously you're right over the tank, you're right down low, and I have been looking at a second bike. Do I get myself another bike for touring? Because obviously I want to do Isle of Man, excuse me while I cough. Oh god, I think I'm going to close the front vent on this. I am getting some damn cold air down my face. Ah, that's better. Close the front vent on the mask, that works. As I was saying, ZZR 1400, do I get a Tiger? So obviously I want to go out with the Motourev boys, go up and meet Gesto and Lane, and doing distance on this thing is a pain in the arse. And tried a Tiger. I actually went out, and a friend of ours has got a ZZR 1400. I took it out for a ride. Oh my god, that is all I can say. I didn't record it because obviously I just turned up, put my helmet on, here's the keys Dave, have a ride. And I think I did about 4 miles on it, on the ZZR. But that is not a touring bike, that is not a motorbike, that is a hyper bike. It's like a bit like Star Trek. You're backwards and forwards on a space shuttle. Yeah, it's got acceleration. You get on this thing, it is like the Starship Enterprise. There's buttons, gadgets, God knows what everywhere, but the torque and the pull on that. So obviously I went through the box nice and steady up to 6th gear, 2,500 RPM, and I'm doing 70 miles an hour. I'm like, Jesus. And I thought, right, let's do a bit of dual carriageway, dropped it down a cog, gave it a little bit of beans. I didn't give it the full handful, and then went up to 6th gear, and I looked down, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm doing 110 here. That is such a hyper bike. But the best bit is it's got the brackets where you can unbolt the brackets on the back, put a set of panniers on it. He's also got the rear top box mount, so it's literally a case of 20 minutes, bolt the bars on, chuck your carriers on, and job done. And I thought, this is quite nice. And then I said to him, yeah, but what if you want to just ride? Yeah, you just unbolt everything and take it all off. Or you can just ride with the bars on the back. And I'm like, I do like this bike, it's wide, it's comfortable. He's got a king and queen seat on his as well, so I am actually looking at a ZZR 1400. And obviously for a lot of touring, he said to me, them things, you know, 65,000 on the clock is nothing. He's done 65,000 on his. So what the engine's good for is if you maintain it, service it at least once a year or at least twice a year, do all your maintenance regime. He said they're good for about 150,000 plus. So he's obviously let me have a ride of his. He does a lot of touring, he does a lot out to sort of Germany, Spain, France, everywhere. But thank you for the ride, I really appreciated that, and I think I know what my next bike is going to be. Stick with Team Kawasaki, I'm going to go ZZR 1400. Obviously I would love a H2 if I had the money, or a H2SX with the touring kit, but unless I get a lottery win or I sell a shed load more bikes, that's not happening. The people said to me, sell the Ninja, sell the Ninja. Not at the moment. I am sort of contemplating. Mrs. Bomb's like, you're not having 2 bikes here, can't have 2 bikes. I know the feeling, but obviously we'll see what happens with that. I may have to sell this one. I would like to keep her and obviously have a little blast around, but obviously I'm getting on into the later years, so it might be the case of your body's getting a bit too old for the sports bike now, and you might have to go tourer. But I do enjoy riding Ninny, especially when you got the roar of that Micron under the back end. Oh, and this thing does fly. Obviously this one's got a 6-speed box on it, and she is a bit of a flyer, and I have been known to blur the clocks a few times. But obviously everyone said to me, well, why are you buying a ZZR 1400? Because that thing is a hyper bike. Yes, but being a bigger, wider bike, you just sit it in 6th gear, 2,500 RPM, and you're going to be doing 60-70 miles an hour. Obviously on this one, about 70 mile an hour is about 5,000 RPM, so it's a lot lower revving, but it is such a good bike. So anyway, we're heading out to the obligatory super sausage breakfast and catch up with whoever's there. Obviously this one might be a little bit of a longer video or a two-parter, because I just tend to waffle in the mornings and let you know what obviously goes on in the bike life with me. I've been catching up on a few friends as well. Spicy's been out testing the Zero electric motorcycle. He's having an absolute blast on that. He did have a Triumph about a week ago as well. And obviously catching up with people like Gesto and Lane. So good to see Carlos has had his arm done now. His arm's healing up, so new bike on the way for Carlos. So glad to see you up and about, Carlos. And you won't have to be up on the back with Emma much longer on Honda. And just other people I've been catching up with, obviously UncleRed, Lamb Chops, TheMissendenFlyer. I do like to have a look at Andy's posts on the TheMissendenFlyer. But as usual, all those bikers are all listed down the bottom. Reevy's been having some good stuff with his spiders and obviously popping weirdies, making kids happy. Good to see that one, Reevy. And my old mate, Uncle Steve 700. He's still out about doing his crazy videos. He's into photography at the moment, so catch up on all those guys. They are always listed at the bottom of each YouTube bikers that I follow. Catch up with a load of those. Teapotone. There's so many there to list, but obviously there is a few that are my favourites. I do like Premises stuff. Old Prem does tend to be a bit of a laugh, and he is a damn good biker as well, so nice to catch up with Premises every now and then. And we'll just make sure. Where was this car going? Oh, so we're at the sausage anyway, so it's bloody busy today. Very, very busy today. It's good to see my parking spot is there. It's like a full-on compliment this morning. Yeah, so there's a lot of the old boys are here, all my regulars are here. So we'll just have a quick look around the car park, have a quick blog up of all the bikes, and then we'll catch up with you guys in just a few. But as you can see, Sunday morning at Super Sausage is a little bit busy this morning, and there's a good queue for the tea hut as well. So what we'll do, wind up the video here, we'll catch up with you guys in just a while. And it's good to see a few of the locals are here as well, so you always get the nod when you come in. Most people here know you. So catch up with you guys in just a few.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
A nice little morning out at the Super Sausage with the guys. Very, very busy today. It took me 10 minutes to get out the car park. Loads and loads of bikes. Never seen it that busy. Obviously it's the busiest Sunday we've had down at Super Sausage, so things are starting to pick up again, which is always good. Good to see making a good little trade down there. And met up quite a few of the bikers this morning. Had a good old chinwag, and as usual the obligatory bacon and sausage roll is tucked under the back seat for Mrs. Bomb. So just making the way home now, heading back to Milton Keynes, and then a nice chilled afternoon, I think. Obviously going by the sky up there. I'm not going to be getting the barbecue out this afternoon, but we shall see. So going to go and catch up, get this video uploaded today hopefully. Got a couple more coming up of the Lex Moto bikes that I've been riding during the week. Now we get this one up, and And then, as always, back to the garage Monday to Saturday again. More bikes going out. And a little bit more fun during the week, obviously, with new rides. Get these tyres a little bit warm, have a barrel down the A5, blur a few clocks out. Get these tyres a little bit warm. I do love the pop of that Micron can as she kicks in when you're coming down through the box. Now just a quick blast down the A5, heading for home, and then it'll be time for me to sign out and say goodbye to you. It's a nice morning to be out by. Also, if you obviously haven't been up to the Super Sausage, go check it out. And it's literally bottom of the A5 in Milton Keynes. Head up as if you're going to Toaster, and you can't go far wrong. I've got the boys with me as well. Here we go. As a pack. And that will do for me. Obviously a lot of clock blurring going here, but they are 3 figures plus. And with the amount of traffic on this road, I'm going to take it a little bit easier. Obviously you don't know what's hiding on the bridges. But a lot of wind noise. Obviously they're away in the distance. So from Red Bomb, be safe guys, ride well, and until next time, at very, very high speed, it's a big goodbye from me.